What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back to another video here on Touchdown Kingdom. We're super excited to bring you our predictions for Week 6 of the 2024-2025 NFL regular season. As always, thanks to our proud sponsor, BetUS, for powering today's video. Let's get right into it. Kicking things off with the 49ers at the Seahawks. The Niners took a very disappointing 1-point loss to the Cardinals last week, and it was definitely a game that they should have won. The Seahawks are also coming off of a bad loss, and both teams will be out for blood here in Week 6. The Niners are definitely the better team on paper, but the Seahawks are pesky and not easy to beat. I think this will be a close contest, but I ultimately do like San Francisco to get the win. Niners win 26-20. Up next, we have the Jaguars at the Bears. The Jags are on the board with their first win of the season after hanging on to beat the Colts last week. That being said, they're still a mess from top to bottom, and the "is Trevor Lawrence a bust" conversations are continuing to happen around the league. The Bears have been far from perfect this season, but I definitely like them to get the win at home over a bottom 5 team in Jacksonville. Bears win 24-21. Moving on to the Buccaneers at the Saints. Both teams are coming off of losses heading into this Week 6 divisional matchup. We've seen each team play very well and very poorly so far in this season, but I think we could be in for a shootout this week. I like the Bucs to upset the Saints in their own building, 28-24. Up next, we have the Commanders at the Ravens. The Commanders beat up on the Browns last week and are now riding high after 2 big wins in a row. Quarterback Jaden Daniels looks like the current Offensive Rookie of the Year, and the Commanders are definitely excited about what his future might hold. Obviously, this is a tough matchup against Baltimore, who are one of the best teams in the league, but I expect this to be a high-scoring game and closer than most people might think. I like what I'm seeing out of Washington these days, but ultimately, the Ravens will win 27-21. Are you looking for a new book this football season? Well, BetUS is the answer. BetUS is the #1 online sportsbook in the world with the fastest payouts in the industry. BetUS has 24/7 personalized service all year long, and they also have live wagering options for all games. They simply have the best betting variety in the business. All of the odds we break down in this video will be directly taken from BetUS Sportsbook website. Sign up today and get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 using the code YouTube150. Up next, we have the Cardinals at the Packers. Despite Jordan Love not having a great game, the Packers managed to hang on to beat the Rams last week in a close contest. They're favorites at home against the Cardinals, who somehow managed to beat the 49ers last week. This could be a close, high-scoring matchup, but I ultimately like the Packers to win at home. They're the better team, and they're better coached. Packers win 28-21. Next, we have the Colts at the Titans. The Colts just gave up a brutal game to the Jaguars, giving them their first win of the season. However, the Colt offense was able to consistently put up points all game long, and they find themselves in another friendly matchup this week against Tennessee. The Titans do have a good defense, but their offense continues to be bland and turnover prone with Will Levis leading the way. I like the Colts to get the win, 24-20. Moving on to the Texans at the Patriots. The Patriots almost pulled it out against Miami last week, but ultimately fell short of the win. They have a talented defense, but their offense lacks playmakers and creativity. On the flip side, the Texans are cruising along at 4-1 and should have no problems heading up to Foxborough to soundly beat the Pats. Houston wins big, 27-10. Next, we have the Browns at the Eagles. The Browns are currently dealing with what might be the worst quarterback situation in NFL history. Deshaun Watson has $240 million in guaranteed money coming his way, and he's playing like one of the worst quarterbacks we've seen in a very long time. I like most teams against the Browns these days, but a well-rested Eagles team coming off of a bye week should leave them with absolutely no chance. Eagles get the win, 31-20. Next, we have the Chargers at the Broncos. The Chargers are coming off of a bye, and the Broncos are coming off of a big win over the Raiders. The Chargers should be the better team in this matchup, but the Broncos have momentum on their side after winning their last 2 games. They're back at home this week, and I actually like them to play well against LA and get a sneaky win. Maybe another big play from their defense like the 100-yard pick 6 we saw from Patrick Surtain last week. We'll see, but I like the Broncos to get the win, 26-23. Next, we have the Steelers at the Raiders. The Raiders imploded on Sunday and took a brutal loss to the Broncos, and things are not looking up for Las Vegas. Star wide receiver Davante Adams wants out, and the rumors are that he'll be traded sometime this week. The Steelers are having some problems of their own, specifically at the quarterback position, but I still think they have what it takes to fly across the country and beat a bad Raiders team. Pittsburgh gets the win 25-20. Moving on to the Falcons at the Panthers. The Falcons are coming off of a nice win over the Bucs in a game that they definitely needed to win. Kirk Cousins put up career numbers and will be looking to continue that momentum this week against one of the worst teams in the league. This should be a nice road win for Atlanta as they look to advance to 4-2 on the year. Falcons win 27-17. Next, we have the Lions at the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been very up and down through the first part of the season, and although they're sitting at 3-2, they haven't had a truly great performance as a team since week 1. Meanwhile, the Lions are rolling along and they should be able to handle business on the road in Dallas. Give me a Lions win 31-24. Moving on to the Bengals at the Giants. Surprisingly, this is a fairly even matchup heading into week 6. The Giants actually have one more win on the year than Cincinnati at this current moment. Obviously, on paper, the Bengals are the better team, but they've played awful football through 5 weeks, and there's just no other way to put it. I like the Giants to play well at home and sneak out a win against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Giants win 27-24. And finally, the Bills at the Jets. The Jets put up yet another disappointing performance last week and have now lost 2 in a row. Buffalo is coming off of a bad loss of their own, and Josh Allen typically doesn't have his best games against the Jets defense. However, the Jet offense has been so bad that I can't see them winning this game, even at home. Bills win 24-21. Alright guys, that's going to do it for another predictions video here on Touchdown Kingdom. Please make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any posts or updates. And as always, most importantly, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your predictions in the comments section below. Thanks once again to BetUS for powering today's video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.